Hi my people, it's good to have you back. If you're new here, welcome to Esther's Brave. I make videos on various aspects of the bread business and any other type of business that I have knowledge on. Please do me well by subscribing, liking, leaving me a comment. That way I get to know that you were here. And it also helps my channel to grow and to reach other people who might be interested in videos like this. In today's video, as the name implies, I'll be talking about the various ways a bakery owner can pay their staffs. I will also talk about the pros and the cons of this various method. One of the methods in which a bakery owner can pay their employees. You can pay your employees in different ways, depending on the size of your bakery, the financial system that you, the bakery owner, have been able to put in place, or the local laws guiding the location where you're operating from. All this determines the kind of payment system that you might likely adopt. I mean, it can be different for everyone. Now, one of the various ways at which a bakery owner can pay their employees could be through the direct cash payment. In this method, you pay your employees physical cash as their wages. You either pay them daily, weekly, or even monthly. This method is usually used for those your employees who are not banked. For example, your cleaners, your artisans who are unbanked. By your banked, I mean those who do not have bank accounts. One of the pros of this method is that it is very simple, it is immediate, and requires no bank account. Now, the cons of this is that it is hard to track. When you pay these employees, you can't trace it. There's also the risk of theft, and it might cause record keeping and tax compliance issues for you. Now, method number 2, you could decide to do bank transfer or direct deposit into your employee's account. In this method, you transfer salaries directly into your employee's bank account. You do this electronically. Either you decide to do it weekly or monthly. Now, this method is suitable for those employees who have account numbers. We usually refer to them as the banked because they have account number. Now, one of the pros of this method is that it is traceable, it is safe, it reduces handling cash, and it is good for compliance sake. Now, the downside of this is that all your employees must have bank accounts for this method to work. It might be a bit challenging if you're operating from countries like, let's say, Nigeria, or some of those countries where you tend to find bakery employees who are not really banked, right? Now, don't also forget that this method might also incur you some transaction charges by the bank. Now, method number 3 is the mobile money or fintech wallet method. This method is very fantastic because all that is required of you is using a phone number as a wallet account. For regions like Nigeria, it is very great because it's popular among artisans. Using payment platforms like OPay, PalmPay, or even MoneyPoint has made this very easy for employees to pay for employers to pay their employees. Now, one of the pros of this method is that it is very fast, it is easy, it is easily accessible, it works for both the banked and unbanked. All that is required of your employee is just to have a phone number. Once they have a phone number, you'll be able to make this payment to them. Now, the downside to this is that it requires your employees to have a phone number. Even those who do not want to have a phone number must have a phone number if they want to receive their payments. And don't forget also, this method also might incur some transaction fees for you, the employer. Now, another method by which you can pay your employees could be by check. These are solely for your banked employees. In this situation, this is where you issue them check that they deposit into their bank accounts. The pros of this is that it is safer than paying cash, and it is used for larger payments. The cons of this is that it is slower in processing. It's less common in regions like Nigeria because most employers will rather do a direct transfer to their staff than go through the hustle of issuing them checks. But I'm sure this method is common in some other regions. Now, another method is paying your employees in commission or performance based. Now, this is when employees earn by the number or quantity of bread that they are able to produce, distribute, or sold, right? In this method, you put a fixed commission rate. Either you put this rate per loaf or in a multiple of loaf, say per. You can decide to put a fixed rate for every 100 loaves produced, or every 100 loaves distributed, or every 100 loaves that has been sold. This method is best suitable for your bakers, right? Your bread packagers, your marketers, and your drivers. That way, they are aware that their pay is tied to their performance. Now, one of the pros of this method is that it will motivate your workers to work, because they know that if they don't work, they will not get their payment. Now, one of the cons of this is that it can be hard to manage fairly. It might cause stress if target is not met, or if targets are unrealistic, which might lead to you losing your best hands. So guys, I want to beg you, please, if you have watched this video till this point, please help my channel grow by subscribing. If you haven't, please like and share this video so it could get to more people. Now, another ways at which you can pay your employees could be via the payroll system or human resource software. In this method, you integrate the employee's payment details into a payroll software like QuickBook, Payroll, Bamboo HR, or a customized local payment system that can automatically pay salaries or do deductions if possible, and even help to pay taxes. Now, one of the pros of this is that it's very professional, it is accurate, and can also handle taxes and compliance issues. It can track and reward staff over time. This method is usually used by big and well-established bakeries. Now, one of the downsides to this method is that it might be a bit costly for small bakery owners, and it might require some technical setup. Number 7, which is going to be the last one, is paying in kind or via PEX benefit in addition to their base salary. In this method, employees receive some of their compensation in either bread, food, milk, sugar, accommodation, in addition to their wages. One of the pros of this method is that it is highly beneficial to the employees because it helps them save their funds. Now, the cons to this is that it might not be sustainable to the employer in the long run due to inflation. Now, in all of this method, choose the one that is best for you and your bakery. Because what bakery A is doing might not be suitable for you or your vicinity at which you're operating from. Now, if you want my own advice, I would advise you to use the daily, weekly, or even monthly payments for your casual staffs, like your loaders, your cleaners, your packagers, your storekeepers, and your mixers. You can decide to pay them weekly wages or monthly wages, while you use the commission-based method for your bakers, your marketers, your drivers, and even your bread packagers. You can also choose to do the monthly payment, but I would advise you to do the commission-based. Some bakery owners choose to do both. Just choose which one is more suitable for you. Please, 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 I'm begging again. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't, just to help the channel grow. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye for now.